welcome back to my channel. Today we're going to be making Huevos Rancheros, so stay tuned and we'll get started. So for this recipe, you will be needing refried beans. I did make my own, but you can also use the canned kind. And I did like to start with making the tostadas that we're going to be needing, which is just frying tortillas. I like to do about 2 at a time. And you want to make sure that they're really crispy. You want them to be able to not fall apart once you go ahead and load them up with beans, your eggs, and your tomato sauce. So just make sure that they are fully toasted on both sides, and then you can set them aside to cool off. Now to get our sauce started, I did put about 2 teaspoons of olive oil, and the first thing that I started cooking was my onion. I did use about half of a purple onion, but you can also use yellow or white onion. This is just what I had in hand, you guys, so no waste. But yeah, go ahead and cook them until they are translucent. This takes about 2 to 3 minutes. So I just went ahead and sauteed them. Once they were ready, I did move on to my next step, which is your chilies. I used 1 serrano chili, and I just sliced it into thin rounds. You can also use jalapeno or any type of chilies that you prefer. You can also go ahead and skip this part if you do not like spicy food. But traditionally, huevos rancheros are a little bit spicy, you guys. So I suggest you try it. About 1 chile serrano, I find it to be just the perfect amount, so go ahead and give it a try. And yeah, the next step is adding the garlic. You guys know me, I am a garlic girl. So I did add about 4. They were pretty decent sized cloves, and as you guys know, with garlic, you just want to cook it until it's fragrant. So basically, once you can smell it, that means it is done. You never want your garlic to turn brown. That's usually means that it's overcooked, or worse, that it's burned, and it just starts tasting bitter. So once you can smell it, like I said, it is done. You can move on to your next step. I did chop up 4 Roma tomatoes, and they are going to break down as we go along, so they don't have to be perfectly chopped. Just go ahead and cut them into cubes and go ahead and saute this. You want to make this a little bit saucier because we are going to let our eggs finish cooking in this sauce. So what I did is I added 1 cup of water. You can also add chicken broth if that's what you prefer, but we are going to season this, so this is totally fine. I used 1 teaspoon of chicken bouillon and half a teaspoon of oregano, and you want to go ahead and bring this to a boil, and once it's boiling, lower your heat down to a simmer because we still have to cook other things, so you want to go ahead and you don't want to burn your sauce, basically. Yeah, so basically once it cools down, you can go ahead and taste it, and then you can add salt and pepper according to your liking, you guys. And the chicken bouillon does have some salt, so you definitely want to taste it to see how much salt it actually needs. Once you do that, you can go ahead and leave it at a low heat simmer and just go ahead and set it aside while we move on to our next step. And our next step is going to be cooking or frying our eggs. You can cook your eggs in any way. I just like to do a fry. So what I did is I saved the oil from the tortillas because we don't want to waste it, and it actually makes it taste better, in my opinion. And I did go ahead and fry up as many eggs as I did for the tortillas, and there was some splatter here, not gonna lie, so if that happens to you, feel free to lower your heat, or if you're a veteran, like my mom, she was giving me the eye because I was using 2 spatulas. But yeah, cook your eggs according to your liking. If you even want to do scrambled, go ahead and do it. It's your kitchen, you're the boss, you can do whatever you want. And what I like to do is once my eggs are cooked, I do go ahead and I start transferring them over to my tomato sauce. I guess you could call this sauce a ranchera sauce, but yeah, you want to let them finish cooking in your sauce. Just go ahead and cover them up with the sauce, just so that they can start absorbing that flavor. If you let them finish cooking for a few minutes in the sauce, it's gonna taste so much better than if you just add the sauce on top at the very end. This is basically like you're marrying the eggs in the sauce. And at the very end, I do like to add add a little bit of fresh cracked pepper directly on top of my eggs for added seasoning. And yeah, so I just let them cook for 2 to 3 minutes, and I was able to start assembling. So first you want to add your refried beans onto your tostadas, and yeah, the next step is you want to add your eggs, and once you top them with your eggs, you can add a little bit of that extra sauce. You want to make sure that these are saucy, you guys. And trust me, with the way this sauce smells, you're not going to want to waste it. It smells so amazing, you guys. Trust me. Have I let you down? Don't answer that. Anyways, yeah, now you can add your toppings. I like to top mine off with a little bit of queso fresco. You can also add cotija, which is my mom likes it, but I don't like that one. And then I also added some Mexican crema, which is the Mexican sour cream. You can find it right next to the sour cream in your grocery store, and I highly recommend you guys purchase this. And of course, a little bit of freshness with some cilantro, because you know I always like to see some green make it pretty. Guys, I just want to thank you guys for watching. Please don't forget to subscribe, like, and also comment, and see you next time. Bye.